Hello, America. Dave Hodges here. I'm the host of the Common Sense Show. We are the show that's freeing America one enslaved mind at a time, and we're trying to keep you free. And this particular installment, this segment of the Common Sense Show, addresses this problem directly. We're brought to you by the great products at Nanosoma. In here, let me explain. The products at Nanosoma are responsible for me still being here and being behind the microphone. They have a new special, 15% off retail price. These three sprays right here come with the package. This is what restored me to health. This cures nothing, but it boosts your immune system to unbelievable levels. I overcame RSV with strip lung linings and a negative prognosis from the doctor. This will help you grow pluripotent stem cells. This particular gel you rub on your joints that are affected took me 2 to 3 months, and the swelling was smaller and smaller until eventually, when I work out, I get no joint inflammation. Now, it's interesting. I got really sore hamstrings the last 2 days. Can barely walk yesterday, but it has nothing to do with this. It has to do with the fact I was able to pound those legs in the gym, and this protected my joints. Then there's the skin cream, erases fine lines and wrinkles and bad cuts, as you saw on my finger that needed stitches, and I opted not to. How do you get yours? Well, you go to iwantmyhealthback.com/Dave Hodges. Get the good health I got by going to iwantmyhealthback.com/Dave Hodges. I'm going to read to you excerpts of an article that I published up on my website at thecommonsenseshow.com. And this is really, really telling, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we're talking, this is beyond telling. So put this article up here that I just produced. Can you and your freedom be tokenized? It's a scary question, isn't it? You notice the dollar signs attached to the figures here in the article. Tokenization is the process of taking something in the real world, like your house or your car, and turning it into a digital token on a blockchain. In simple terms, it's about putting your property into a system where value is tracked, bought, and sold digitally. Supporters say it makes everything more efficient, safer, and transparent. But here's the truth. Once your asset is tokenized, it exists in a system that you don't have any control over whatsoever. Now, are there benefits? Yeah, because you can get fractional ownership of an asset that you ordinarily wouldn't get into. It's like a limited partnership among strangers, and you don't have to fight over who has control because no one has control. That's a benefit. Who loses? Not everyone wins. Banks, brokers, and traditional middlemen are cut out of the process. That means lost business, lost power, regulators who struggle to keep up because token markets cross borders in ways that laws don't. For every person that profits, someone else could lose everything. We're going to talk about you being in that category of losing everything. Can everything be tokenized? That's a huge question, isn't it? You notice what I said here. The short answer is yes. Does that include humans? Yes. Real estate, cars, stock, art, and music, even sports are being tokenized. In New York, investors bought tokenized shares of an apartment building. Platforms sold fractions of Andy Warhol's paintings. Some soccer teams have issued fan tokens, and munitions are selling tokens for basically royalties and future profits. Here's where it gets really kind of tricky, and we'll cover the tricky part here. Futurists are already talking about tokenizing personal data and maybe things like carbon credits and food supplies. Imagine a future where your driver's license, your paycheck, or your health records can be tokenized. In some ways, your health records have been tokenized. Your data's been tokenized. It's out there. It's for sale. Your life is available for anyone who seeks to either commit fraud or make money on you. This is why I'm really an advocate for data privacy. We have been duped, and many are being ripped off as a result. Okay, tokenization and asset confiscation. This is where the rubber meets the road. And here's what I concluded from my research. Warning lights start flashing. If every asset is tokenized, that means every asset exists in a system that can be monitored, controlled, and could freeze or seize tokens just like bank accounts are frozen. Your home, your car, your savings are all tokenized, and flipping a switch could lock you out. Can you say social credit? I'm going to do a follow-up on that in the relationship, but that's the first thing that's going to come to a lot of people's minds. Imagine a financial crisis or political conflict where private assets are confiscated in a keystroke. Once everything is tokenized, the question is not about if it could be used against you. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Here's my conclusion. The march against tokenization is moving faster than most people know. This is why I'm doing this piece. Most people are clueless on this about what a threat this poses. Now, I want to take you down here before I say more. Do you notice here that I referenced the World Economic Forum? What was their moniker phrase in 2022? You will own nothing and love it. Remember that? Well, I think you're going to see what they really mean by that statement. History shows us that every new system of control, no matter how promising, eventually gets used to consolidate power. Nothing like consolidation of power than to control your assets. Tokenization may start as a tool for convenience, but it ends as a digital cage that locks down private wealth, freedom, and independence. Yeah, I don't like that politician. Sorry, sir, we've just fined you 500 tokens out of your balance statement. And oh, by the way, you have until the end of the month to spend everything in your bank account. And we're only going to allow your purchases in these three areas. Of course, you have a choice. Thank you for doing business with us. Here's the most ominous part. Once everything is tokenized, your life could be managed, tracked, and even shut off with a single command. If you think the sounds are far-fetched, remember systems built for safety are the same ones used for control. The day is coming when the very tokens that promise freedom may be the keys to your chains. Can you be tokenized? Anything can be tokenized. Well, Dave, that means the loss of freedom. Exactly. Why would you centralize life? Because if you control the centralization, you control the people. They can control your food. They can control any asset. They even can control you. I'm Dave Hodges. This is the Common Sense Show. We want to thank you for joining us. God bless everybody. See you back here next time.